Hello friends, I welcome you all for today's lecture of the subject Infrastructure Engineering and Construction Techniques. So in this lecture, we are going to discuss about loading and unloading facilities which are offered at docks and harbor. So for loading and unloading, the various structures are constructed. Those structures are quay wall, wharves, jetties, dolphins, piers, fenders, etc. We will discuss all these structures one by one. So, loading and unloading facilities. For efficient process of loading and unloading of cargo and passengers safely, stationary platforms are used, and these platforms are quays, wharves, piers, jetties, dolphins, fenders, etc. So the first structure is the quay wall, which is also known as quays. So quays and wharves are similar, but the dock walls built parallel with the shore are called as a quays. In subsequent slides, we are also focusing on the wharves. So the structure which are constructed or built parallel with the shore is called as a quays or quay wall. Here we can see figure 2 or pic 2 shows a quay wall in which we can see this is a quay wall, and this quay wall is constructed parallel to the seashore. This is a seashore, and this quay wall is constructed parallel to the seashore. So the specific function of this quay wall is to retain and protect embankment or filling on the landward side and provide berthing on sea side. So this is a berthing side and this is a landward side. The basic function of this quay wall is to protect the embankment. So whatever the embankment that is available to this side is protected by the construction of this quay wall. So here we can see figure 1 shows a solid quay wall which are constructed by the combination of concrete and brickwork. So concrete is used for foundation and brickwork is used for construction of this quay wall. And this is a granite facing to the sea side. The second structure is the wharf or wharves. If it is a single structure, then it is called as a wharf, and if number of structures are available, then in that case it is called as a wharves. So a wharf or wharf is also a dock, and it is also constructed parallel to the shore. It is a wall built along a bank or shore to berth vessels for working cargo. So the wharves may be a sheet pile wall or a gravity wall. So the structures are same as that of a quay wall. Here figure 3 shows a wharf in which we can see it is a gravity wall. Here we can see this is a gravity wall and it is parallel to the shoreline, and here we can see this ship is berthed or tied to this structure. The wharves should be located in such a way that sufficient depth of water is available for the ship to float. So the wharf should be located in such a way that the ship should float near to the structure. Wharves are often considered to be a series of docks at which boats are stationed. So here figure 4 also shows a wharf in which we can see here it is a series of dock. Here we can see it is a series of dock at which the boats are parked or stationed. Here we can see boats are tied or berthed to this wharf. The design of wharves involves making provision for handling and storing of cargoes. It also involves provision for the berthing of the ship, and the various terminal facilities for rail and truck transportation should also be taken into account while designing of a wharves. Next type of structure is the jetties. If it is a single, in that case we can call it as a jetty, and for number of jetty it is called as a jetties. The jetties are the structure which are constructed outside the harbor and perpendicular to the shore for the purpose of receiving vessels are known as jetties. So here figure 5 shows a jetty in which we can see it is a structure which is constructed outside the harbor. Here we can see it is a structure which is constructed outside the harbor, and generally this structure is perpendicular to the shoreline, and the purpose of such type of jetties is to receive the vessels. Here we can see vessels are received at these places, and loading and unloading of passengers is also carried out at these places. In rivers, the jetties divert the current away from the river bank, and thus the scoring action is prevented. So these jetties are also capable of preventing the scoring action which is caused by the river water. The function of jetty is to preserve the entrance channel against encroachment of river. Means because of the river sediments, whatever the encroachment that is happen, that can be prevented at the entrance channel itself by using jetty. Next type is the fenders. So fenders are the cushion which are provided on the face of jetty for ships to come in contact. Here figure 6 and figure 7 shows a cushion which is provided on the face of a jetty. This is a jetty, and on this, to the front side of this jetty, this cushion is provided. Here this is a jetty, and to this jetty's face, here we can see the cushions are provided. So the wet docks are damaged when a loaded ship or vessel entering and taking berth against dock wall. If it is not properly governed, there is a striking of the vessels against the dock wall. So this is a jetty or dock wall, and to this the ships are tied. So here because of this, because of the wave current or wave action, this quay wall may get damaged, or this wet dock may get damaged, and to protect the dock wall against such hits of ships, in between ship and dock wall provision of buffer or cushion is to be made. So here we can see a cushion is provided in between this ship and dock wall. So the cushion provided permanently with dock wall are known as fenders. Basically, the fenders are categorized as timber pile fenders with spring. Second type is the rubber fenders, and third type is the pneumatic fenders. So here figure 8 shows timber fenders in which a timber is used for providing a cushion. Figure 9 shows rubber fenders. Here we can see on dock wall a rubber cushion is provided, and figure 10 shows pneumatic fenders. So figure 10 shows a pneumatic fenders. Here we can see a cushion is provided to protect the quay wall against the action of water. Next type of important structure is the dolphins. The construction in the form of a cluster of closely spaced piles is known as a dolphins. So here figure 11 shows a dolphins in which we can see these are the closely spaced piles and which are tied to each other in this fashion. These are the marine structure located at the entrance of locked basin or alongside of a pier or a wharf. Basically, the dolphins are used for tying up ships and also for transferring cargo from one ship to another when moored along both of their sides. Dolphins are designed for resisting horizontal impact force, wind force, and water current forces from a vessel. The types of dolphins, basically dolphins have two types. First type is the breasting type and second is the mooring type. So here figure 12 and 13 shows breasting and mooring type dolphin. So here figure 12 shows the red color shows the breasting dolphins which are constructed near to the harbor side, and mooring dolphins are in yellow color which are away from the harbor site. So first type is the breasting type. So these dolphins hold the ship against water current. They are provided with fenders to absorb the impact of ship and to protect the dolphins as well as ships from the damage. So here figure 14 or picture 14 shows a breasting dolphin. So it may be of a big breasting dolphin or it may be a small breasting dolphin, and the purpose is to provide or to protect the dolphins as well as ships from the damage. Second type is the mooring type. So these are additional dolphins and they are provided to hold ship against, the word is hold, not hold. So the mooring type of dolphins are provided to hold a ship against a wind blowing in a direction away from the dock. So here figure 15 shows a timber fender. Here we can see the number of piles are enclosed with each other, and here we can see a fender is provided to avoid the damage of ship against a wind current. So this is about the mooring type of dolphins. So with this we will stop here. Thank you.